Yo, what is up, everybody? It is me, Coach Chris here again, dropping off another gem for all of you. Now, today, this is going to be a little different from what I've been doing. I want to talk about core engagement, right? But this is not a movement breakdown and it's not a workout. I want to go over what to do and what not to do when working your core, okay? What I'm going to talk about, I find that a lot of people miss, okay? Whether that's a fitness influencer online, personal trainers, whatever the case may be, a lot of people do not talk about this. So I'm going to dive right in. Now, this is not going to be super complicated, okay? And before I really dive into this, we're only going to be talking about two things, okay? And that's body position and range of motion. In addition to that, I cannot express enough that this is going to apply to every single core exercise out there, okay? It doesn't matter if you're on the floor, if you're using some type of a machine, if you're at the bar, whatever. This is going to be the case for everything, okay? So we're going to start off with a super basic core exercise, which is a sit-up, okay? So if I'm doing a sit-up, which is basically my feet are on the floor, I'm down, and I come up, right? I'm literally sitting up, okay? Now, what most people do during this movement is when they're on the floor, right? They're in this resting position, right? At the bottom of the movement, or the start of the movement, rather. So if I'm here, my feet are on the floor, and my back is totally flat on the floor, now you can see my hand, I kind of have this space. Hopefully you can see this space here, but if not, you can see my hand is fitting right under my back. Okay, so if I have this space here, the moment I go to sit up, that's what's engaging, is my lower back. Okay, this is why a lot of us have lower back pain when we're doing core exercises on the floor. Okay, the right way to do this is to keep the core engaged the whole time by having the shoulders off of the floor. Okay, we want to curl the shoulders up. Tuck the chin in. You don't want to have it here, or else you're going to really kind of strain your neck. It's going to be uncomfortable. But really keep the shoulders rounded off of the floor. Tuck the chin in. And now I'm engaged the entire time. So right now, if you're at home or if you're at the gym, if you're literally anywhere where you could just get down on the floor, try this. Literally try it right now. Do it the first way that I did it, the wrong way, and then properly engage your core and let me know in the comments if you can feel the difference. All right. So now that we've talked about body position, let's start talking about range of motion. Okay. Now I am going to demonstrate this with other core exercises, but for right now, let's just stick to the sit-up. Okay. So we already talked about body position. I need to be curled up. My shoulders need to be rounded. My chin needs to be tucked in, right? Now, with just like any other exercise, right? We don't want to start making compensations. If you start making compensations the further into a range of motion, then you are not prepared for it. Then you either don't have the strength, the flexibility, the whatever, so you need to back out of it some, okay? So if you find that you do a sit-up, and you start accordioning yourself, right? Meaning that your body starts moving in two halves, then that means that you're moving outside of your range of motion, okay? For me, my range, I'm able to be pretty close to my knees, really lean back. So now I've really elongated my core, and now as I come up, it's compressing. If you find that the moment you pass this point, your feet start coming up or your back starts arching, that's your range of motion. And you need to stay right here. The sucky part about having limited range of motion is this gets in the way, right? The ego. The awesome thing about it is, as long as you maintain that, you stay consistent within that range, over time, that range of motion will increase, which in turn will give you strength gains. When it comes to the bar, the same rules apply, right? If I'm on the floor, my shoulders are here. The same thing happens with the bar, right? So I'm grabbing here, and my feet are right about here. And it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I need to stay within my range of motion. The moment Our feet go behind. Now we're using the back. Not only that, but when you do that from the bar, you're going to be swinging all the time, and it's super, super annoying. As far as how often you should be doing core exercises, that definitely depends on the individual and their goals. I can only speak from experience. I find that it's best to train it at least 3 times a week. If not, after every session you have, just dedicate some time to the core, because the core is responsible for so many functions of the body. It is ridiculous. I mean, it would take an entire separate video to just explain that. You know what I mean? But I truly do hope that this helps anyone out there that has a hard time performing core exercises or engaging their core. So this is my channel where I'm gonna always be dropping videos like this. My goal is to make them very informative. So please guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one.